Welcome to a new video, and this video is going to be about the stock market, and we're gonna analyze and see what's going on with the market right now, and if we gonna expect some gains coming on the next coming days or no. And of course, I'm gonna end this video with a Sarwa Balance update so you can see exactly my performance in my Sarwa account, and you can see if I'm making some money or if I'm still losing money. And this is gonna be a great video for you guys to understand what's going on in the market right now. So if you are new to the channel, guys, this is the official channel, and make sure to subscribe, support the channel, like the video if you want to support this channel, and this will help in the YouTube algorithm, and I will be really appreciating your support. And you can find a lot of interesting videos here talking about money, how to make money, save money, and also to invest money in different ways, either if you are in the UAE or outside the UAE. So make sure to watch these videos. It's free, you don't have to pay anything. And now let's go and check exactly what happened in the stock market. And yesterday it was actually a green day. It was a very nice day, and as you can see here, even cryptocurrencies here is actually going up, which is a great news to see after a very bad days in the stock market. And this see like this is the third straight day for the stock market to go up. What we can actually say is that 2022 is actually not a good year for the stock market, not a good year for investors in general, and even people who have companies and stuff. It's not a good year. And compared to the last year, you can see this is 2021, and this was actually a perfect year, starting from 197, or let's say 196, and we ended up the year in 242. So there was actually a really nice gains in this year, and a lot of people, they made money here. And I remember I joined Sarwa in this period here. So most of the time when I was in 2021, I was in the plus side, and this is exactly why I was actually in the plus side, because the year was nice and I was making money every month. And now, as you can see, now we are actually in the bottom here. So even though I started Sarwa around here, and I was, investing money month by month, so my dollar cost average was going up. So that's why even now we are in this period, I'm still in a negative side. Okay, all right, so now let's discuss actually what's going on now and why we have some positivity here in the previous days. And I'm gonna go now to CNN Business, and I'm gonna actually answer you with this article. And let's go down and see exactly what happened. As you can see, his stocks, they rose on Tuesday, and it was actually the third straight day of gains. So we have a really nice 3 days, and the reason why is actually because of the earnings reports for some companies like General Motors, Coca-Cola, and UPS, and some of the also bigger companies. They were actually reporting a strong profits and sales for the third quarter on Tuesday. So that indicates that companies are actually making money, even though the situation in the whole world is actually chaotic because of what's going on in Europe or US or China as well. So we have a lot of conflicts in the world, but companies are making money. So the stock market doesn't care about the situation. The stock market cares about money, cares about economics, and how is things going in related to money. Okay, so if the businesses are doing well, even though you remember the pandemic, the situation was really bad in the world, but companies like Amazon, Apple, and Google, Facebook, all of these companies, they were making a lot of money. So that's why the stock market was actually reflecting that. And also markets, as you can see here, are forward looking because of the Fed. Okay, the Fed is actually raising the interest rate because of inflation. So it is expected on the next meeting, which is going to be in November the 2nd, that the Fed again will raise rates to fight inflation. And the next meeting, it's gonna be on December, and it is expected that in December the Fed will start actually lowering the rates. So that is why actually there are some hopes that growth will continue, and even though the Fed is rising the rates, it's gonna actually affect the economy positively, because inflation, it's gonna actually become to go down a little bit, and this is gonna be a good sign for the economy. It's gonna hurt the overall market, the overall spending habits for all the people, and this is not going to encourage investors to invest money because of the high rates, but still this is going to be good for the long term for the economy, the US economy, or of course the US economy is going to affect the whole economy in the world. So we have also a problem in energy prices, so we are expecting that energy prices may go higher due to the situation between Russia and Ukraine, and this is going to be also affecting the inflation numbers on the upcoming months. Okay, so let's go and see some news here. As you can see here, Americans' personal savings have fallen off a cliff, and brace yourself for just how much they have declined. So even people in the US are actually spending a lot of money, even though they have big inflation numbers, and this is why inflation is still in higher numbers, because people are still spending money. And even though the Fed is rising the rate, but people are spending money, they're spending their savings, because actually this is like post-pandemic period where people actually were not spending that much money. They spend more time at homes, lockdowns. So now this is a good opportunity for them to live life like it was before COVID. And now people are traveling, they're going on holidays, buying stuff outside, you know, going to malls. They are actually trying to go back in a normal life. Okay, so that's actually making them spend more money, and they're taking even money from their savings to start enjoying life. Okay, so this is actually affecting the economy in a bad way, and even though spending is good, it moves the economy, but still it affects it in a negative way, because now it's a period where inflation is going in very bad numbers, and the economy is actually affected by these numbers, and the Fed is trying to control that, but people are still spending money. So the Fed is trying their best to control these spending habits for most of the people, and also to control the investors from investing more money and making more businesses and services for people, to stop them spend money in this period of time. And the US also is having a problem in the energy sector, and as you can see here, it has just 25 days of diesel supply. This is the lowest since 2008, and this is actually triggering a big alarm for the US, because we've seen what happened last week with the OPEC Plus, when they decided to cut the supply for petrol and gas in the whole world, and they cut the production by almost 2 million barrels per day, and this is definitely is gonna affect the world and the energy prices in the world. So brace yourself, guys. Probably next month or even the next 2 or 3 months, we're gonna have to pay more money to get fuel for our vehicles. Okay, so what's gonna be happening today in the stock market? Even though, as you can see, everything was green yesterday, but there was some bad news with some big companies like Alphabet and Spotify, Microsoft as well. So as you can see here, Alphabet misses on earnings as YouTube shrinks, and companies will cut headcount growth by half in Q4. So the big company Alphabet actually gave some bad numbers. I'm talking about their earnings for this quarter of the year. So it misses the analyst expectation on the top and bottom lines, and the YouTube revenue actually was declining, and analysts were expecting there would be a growth of 3%, and a total growth of 6% marked the weakest period of expansion since 2013, other than one period during the pandemic. Just to keep it simple, guys, the economy is still struggling with what's going on in the world right now. Some companies are making money and some are not, and this is giving the market some push in the upside, and then negative news then gets going down. So the stock market is still not clear about the situation that's happening. And now I'm gonna go ahead to my Sarwa account before I finish my video, just to give you guys a clear idea about what is happening now. This is my account balance, 11,703. So my deposit, as you know, is still the same, 14,250, and I'm still down with an amount of 2,500, which is around 17.6% from my net deposit. Okay, so the same assets, same story, guys. Everything is still negative, and Bitcoin is still not doing so well. It's the biggest loser of them all. And let's see the past performance. And as I told you guys, the last 3 days were really good for the stock market, and this is why I have this good wave here. And the last month is going to show you exactly how is the situation nowadays in the stock market, and we are having like sideways movements, and now we're back to the upside. Maybe on the upcoming couple of days it's gonna go down again. So this is why I'm telling you guys the situation in the stock market is not clear, and we're gonna see what is going to happen in the next upcoming months. But for sure, the year of 2022 is a negative year. This is not a good year for investors, and it's gonna close soon in December. So probably this is a good opportunity as well for you guys who are investing in the stock market to put some money right now, because you will see some upcoming years like this. And as you can see, even though we had a bad year here in 2018, we have the next 3 years were actually tremendous, and they made a lot of money in these 3 years. So that's why the stock market is this, it's going always like this. Okay, there will be times where the stock market is gonna make you lose some money, but if you are investing for the long term, let's say 5-10 years, so your money will be in the positive side for sure. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, support the channel. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below so I can answer you as soon as possible. You can follow me on Instagram as well, or you can join the Facebook group and post your question, and a lot of great members will answer you there. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.